Hello everyone, and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Leo for the week of July 10th through the 16th of 2023. And I would like to thank everyone who has been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow. Thank you very much, as well as those who have watched my videos and giving them a thumbs up, letting me know that they've also watched them. Thank you again. Ooh, and starting out with the Nine of Pentacles. So very independent this week. Feeling self-assured, self-reliant. You have enough. You know that you're comfortable. What you own is which is yours. So that's very good. This could be money coming in for some of you. Starting off on a new adventure, moving forward, quite content. So good for you. You know, you're sort of struck it rich in the independent world. So, Seven of Cups. So there you are, dreaming, wondering which way you should go, trying to make a decision for yourself. You know that, you have wonderful ideas and you're not shy about getting them off the ground or starting. But you're also trying to make sure that the ones that you do now are going to stick for a long time. So you're doing it very patiently, one step in front of the other, moving along so that you can have more in your future, looking into the possibilities and what you have to do to go about accomplishing what you want to bring into your life. And the King of Cups. Oh, you're definitely motivated to making a change, resolving problems, and if this is a relationship that is a little bit rocky, you want to bring that back around as well. So you're, committing to something a little bit more. If this is, a marriage that's been a little bit rocky, you want to bring it back around because you're realizing that you've put a lot of work, they've put a lot of work, and you're trusting yourself. You're understanding that, I am leading this. I need to help this. And the Seven of Rods, look at you. Definitely standing, making your independence well known, not being knocked off your pedestal, knowing all the work that you've put in, what you want to accomplish, and you're not losing sight of it. You have a lot of really good ideas going forward, but now you're learning to practice it instead of just always preach it. A little bit of, for some of you, could be a bit of a setback. Could be financial wise. Maybe you've spent a little bit more on something than what you had anticipated, or perhaps maybe something was a little bit more expensive than you had anticipated, and now it's, causing you time to rethink and worry about what has gone on, but you'll be okay. You're just maybe needlessly worrying about a circumstances or something that's going on that doesn't need to even give it much thought because it will clear itself. It's not like you're going to be losing everything that you've gained. Quite the contrary. You'll hang on because it's what you want, but there's lots of possibilities here. This could be not only a financial loss, this could be maybe you or somebody in your family has gotten sick. So you had to maybe take some time off work and, give a hand, help out. So you didn't make as much on this pay stub as, you would have in the past because you took those extra few days off, that sort of thing. It's not anything significant. And the Five of Rods. So there you are, standing your ground. Perhaps for some of you, you're feeling like there's a competition. Maybe there is. Maybe there's a new opening where you work in a job that higher rate of pay. So you're trying to put your best foot forward, stick out in a good way, that sort of thing. Sometimes competition is a good thing. And sometimes you think there's competition when there's not. So you'll have to figure that one out this week. And the Knight of Swords. Look at you go. Travel. Usually it's trip by air. It's an unexpected trip. This could be a relationship for some of you that is not quite, cutting the mustard anymore. So you're, trying to take a time out for yourself to think about what you're doing and what you want to do. And you're not listening to anybody. You're not telling anybody anything. If anybody's saying anything that you think is unfair, unwarranted, you're definitely letting them know. And the Five of Cups. That's okay. Looking at what the past is gone, what's, cups are spilt, you're realizing also that there's still two behind you. There's still many opportunities. So, try not to dwell on what's already done from your past. Try to spin around a little bit quicker and pick yourself up and keep moving, because there's better horizons for you. Four of Cups. So definitely a little bit bored, wondering where your next step is going to lead you. Do I just stay content and happy where I'm at, or do I, think about moving on to something else that's out there maybe? You're starting to desire a little bit more, and sometimes this could lead to a person overeating or over drinking, just overindulging in overall. So, and then of course at the end of the week you feel like a heel because that's what you done. So, be aware. And the Three of Rods. So there you are. You have your independence. You're on good solid ground. Things are starting to grow around you. Like, things are moving. Maybe perhaps you don't quite realize it yet, but you will very soon realize that, what you've put out there will soon return to you. And the Nine of Cups. So there you go. Wish fulfillment. So what have you asked for? What have you asked the universe to deliver to you? This could have been something that you asked for a long time ago, and now it's coming around. That sort of thing. And you might not even see it. What it might be is somebody might point out to you, hey, do you remember when you asked for, this, that, or the next thing? And, there it comes. And the Devil card. All right. So recognizing what's the best and worst in yourself and what you want to bring forward. Now, this could be stuff from your past, like what you were taught when you were younger, expectations, how men should act, how women should act, how people should act in their relationships. And maybe nobody ever really said it, but it's what you witnessed. So it's what you're bringing forward, and you want to break away from those ties that's been holding you in this imaginary position for so long with expectations that don't exist. So you're learning to put up boundaries to others and yourself and avoid, all circumstances, people, places, and things that make you feel that way. You've learned where you've come across it, and now you're learning to deal with it. You might be talking to somebody about, just the simplest thing is, I remember, my parents doing this or that, and they point out to you, well, didn't you just do that? That sort of thing, which makes you more aware of, wow, something you never intended to do, and there you are, you have done it, that sort of thing. And it's okay, because once you've learned that, you learn to release it. And I think that's what you're doing this time round. Yeah. And the Eight of Cups, most definitely releasing. This could be in a relationship, a job, friendships. There's very many scenarios. And you're learning that, I put in a lot. I put a lot of effort forward. Do I keep moving on this path, or do I just, throw my hands up in the air and just say, that's enough. I'm done. I'm finished. I don't want to keep, competing or putting into this with no end. It never brings you the expectations of what you're hoping for. So you're learning to, cut your losses and walk away and start over fresh somewhere else that will bring you more positive outcome for your journey going forward. All right, I'm going to shuffle and deal you an Angel Oracle card. But it looks like you guys got some things on your mind about decisions that you're making in your life and wondering how you're going to step forward into the future. All right. Ooh, nice card. New romance is infinite, either with a newcomer or through rekindled passion in an existing relationship. Be open to giving and receiving of love. All right, and on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next week.